Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, May 16th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. You never realize how fortunate we are to live so close to BWI until you need to take someone to National Airport during rush hour. Well, at least it wasn't Dulles. All right, we do have some news today, so let's get into it, shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police are investigating the 8th murder in the county this year. It happened at about 2:45 a.m. on the 15th. Police were called to the 8100 block of Mead Village Road in Severn for a shooting. On arrival, they located 37-year-old David Bond suffering from gunshot wounds. He died at the scene, and police do have no suspects. If anybody has a tip, 410-222-4700 is the anonymous tip line. And to put this into perspective, the 8th murder in the county last year happened on August 21st. So sadly, it would seem we are trending in the wrong direction. Well, we finally know who will be speaking at the Naval Academy graduation on the 26th, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. And as a reminder, the graduation and commissioning things get underway today with sea trials. Watch for companies of MIDs periodically crossing the Route 450 bridge. They will close that bridge for their safety. Then tomorrow at 8 a.m., it's the Herndon Climb. The bulk of the other events that are open to the public are getting into gear next Tuesday. This is kind of a big deal if you're on Medicaid. During COVID, federal law prevented states from dropping anyone, so they put a push to actually enroll people. During the emergency, there was no re-enrollment or reapplication or anything like that, but that has ended now that COVID emergency has ended. To make sure that you can still be considered, make sure that your contact information is up to date because the health department is going to be sending out re-enrollment and reevaluation forms to fill out, and you only have 45 days to complete them. So you do want to keep your eyes peeled for those notices likely to come in your email box. A while back, we did a podcast with Aerovanti, which is the local private jet company here in Eastport. And we also reported on their successful round of fundraising and some venture capital, and then also on them branching out into the yachting world. Well, man, they are making a big splash in horse racing this weekend, and according to the Baltimore Business Journal, they will have not 1, but 10 suites at the Preakness this year. Company says that it's a casual way to reach their customers, and it's not nearly as stuffy as a boardroom, and I guess the private air business must be doing well. The costs of the suites, just for rental, are $100,000 a piece. And while we're talking BBJ, they did a ranking of the most popular tourist destinations in the region, in Anne Arundel County fared pretty well. Number 1 was Live Casino and Hotel with 21 million visitors last year, and that's really not a surprise to anybody. Number 14 was the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park with just over 100,000 visitors. Number 23 was the Chesapeake Arts Center in Brooklyn Park with 38,000. Number 29 was Urban Pirates in Linthicum with 24,000, but they're a pirate ship out of Baltimore with corporate offices here, so I'm not really sure whether I should count them or not. Number 35 was everybody's favorite Maryland Hall with 11,000, which seems actually very light to me, to be honest. And number 43, the Hammond Harwood House with 3,000 visitors. So Anne Arundel fared very well. As we begin to wrap it up, I do have some more tickets from Ram's Head on stage for Ticket Tuesday. Does the Lone Bellow on the 22nd or the Atomic Light Orchestra on the 27th excite you at all? Now, the Atomic Light Orchestra is probably the best ELO tribute band, so if you are of a certain age and love ELO, drop me an email or DM me on Twitter and you might score a pair of great seats to one of those shows. And be sure to check out ramsheadonstage.com for all of the great upcoming shows, and there are some really good ones coming up. All right, that is a wrap. But first, a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting your friends and colleagues all know about us, and to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Alpha Engineering. So now you need to hang tight because we have George Young from DCMDVA Weather standing by with your only locally forecast weather report. And back with a legal brief, Scott MacMullan from Scott MacMullan Law. All that coming up in just a bit. Hang tight.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, May 16th. Yesterday brought great weather to the Annapolis region to help get the work and school week started on the right note, and while we'll likely see some clouds and showers today, more great weather is on the way. Look for highs in the 75 to 80 degree range today with increasing clouds and a chance of rain mainly in the PM hours as a frontal boundary moves through the region, but skies will clear and sunshine will return Wednesday through Friday with breezy highs near 70 degrees tomorrow, ahead of 65 to 70 Thursday before returning to the low 70s Friday afternoon. As for the weekend, the expectation is for mixed skies with a small chance of showers each day with highs in the mid to upper 70s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And don't forget, follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
It's another exciting weekend of affordable family fun at Prince George's Stadium with the Bowie Bay Sox. Get the weekend started on the 19th with another glow-in-the-park glow stick giveaway. Don't miss out on another spectacular fireworks show on Saturday the 20th. And on Sunday the 21st, it's Bark in the Park. With every ticket purchased, your four-legged friend can join for free. Get your tickets now by calling 301-805-6000 or anytime online at baysox.com. The Bowie Bay Sox. Let us be your 9-inning vacation.
You never know when you might need an attorney. It could be when the lights light up on the police car behind you. Or maybe you have $1 million idea and need to incorporate. From wills and trusts to car wrecks and arrests, Scott MacMullan with the Annapolis-based Scott MacMullan Law, LLC, is here to offer some insight for you with today's legal brief.
Hello, Annapolis. This is Scott MacMullan, and this is your legal brief. Disorderly conduct here in Maryland. It's summer's approaching, people are drinking, and of course there's going to be some more disorderly conduct or disturbance of the peace This typically consists of behavior that creates disturbance, disrupts the public, or involves the defendant somehow causing a scene. These are some of the things: lewd behavior, public drunkenness, blocking public traffic, panhandling, disobeying in order to keep the peace, being unreasonably loud or rowdy, bar fights. A lot of times when people are drinking, disorderly conduct occurs. They've had too much to drink, it's nice out, you have too many cocktails, people are yelling, and disorderly conduct, at least allegedly, occurs. The penalty in Maryland for a disorderly conduct charge is incarceration up to 60 days in jail and or a fine of up to $500. Considering that the actions are often unclear as to why a citizen may be charged with disorderly conduct, defendants often view the penalties for these actions as excessive or undeserved and unreasonable for that matter. Very common in the summertime. Be careful. Watch out what you're drinking. And, of course, if you have any questions, feel free to give Scott MacMullan and Scott MacMullan Law, LLC, at 443-494-9775 a call. We are prepared to defend and fight your disorderly conduct charge this summer. We are located at 104 Cathedral Street, Annapolis, Maryland, 21401. Parking is available upon request. This is not advice. This is information. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful week and summer.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.